Welcome back to my carpet. This is the Mezco 1/12 Collective Captain America figure. It comes in a very, very large box. A very large box with a slipcase over it. There it is, slipcase. And here's the actual box. And it opens like a sort of gatefold, like a book cover. And inside there is the figure, kind of lost in its enormous packaging. You can't really see it very well, but it's very splendid. And I'm just going to take it out of the box and do a review. Now I've taken the figure out of its packaging, left the accessories inside. So there are 5 pairs of hands. There is a spare Steve Rogers head. Which won't focus. But trust me, there is. And on the back there is a enormous stand, which is like a dinner plate. Enormous stand with a sort of clear plastic posable arm to hold the figure. And now we're going to get onto the meat and potatoes. And here is the actual figure itself, and it's incredible. This is about 6.5 inches tall. It does bear a resemblance to his appearance in the films, played by Chris Evans, but I don't believe, I could be wrong, I was wrong once in around 1979. I don't believe it's based entirely on the movie appearance. It seems to be an amalgam of his movie appearance and the Ultimate Captain America. And it must be said that the mezco superhero figures do kind of have a style of their own, rather than adhering strictly to any particular property. Well, you know what I mean. Visual style. Now this figure has a ball jointed neck. He has shoulder blades, so his actual whole shoulder joint can move forward and back. Ball jointed shoulders, twisting biceps, double jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists, an ab crunch, ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, and ball jointed ankles. The figure has a full cloth costume, which is, I'm not exaggerating, it's as good as Hot Toys. In my opinion, better. The reason I say better is that Hot Toys are designed to be displayed, it must be said, rather than played with. And these are designed to be played with and displayed. So there are some liberties taken to allow for articulation. They are, I would say, more of a toy than a display item. They are, you can actually mess around with them without fear of the costume splitting or anything like that. But really, really high quality, and these are for adult collectors, not children. Now the costume is amazing. It's amazingly sewn and engineered, but it's not removable because the gauntlets fit over the ends of the sleeves and the boots fit over the ends of the trousers. Now the boots aren't removable. It just seemed to be fused to the leg, so it's not designed to be undressed, but why would you want to anyway? But it's just amazing. The crisscross sort of chainmail effect on the chest is actually a layer of latex rubber. It is actually raised. You can actually feel the design. I don't know why my camera is going side to side on its own. That's very odd. I'm not touching it. He has a removable harness for his shield. Now, his shield is magnetic. That there is a magnet, and you can get his shield on his back. It's a very weak magnet, it must be said, but it does work. Now, who remembers the old days? In around 1979, 1980, 1981, when you had to believe, if you read the Captain America comic, that Steve Rogers went around with his uniform on at all times under his clothes, and with his shield on his back under his shirt, and nobody ever noticed. I mean, it's up there with no one noticing Clark Kent looked a lot like Superman in glasses. There's this guy working in an architect's office, walking around with a huge circular thing under his shirt, and nobody said, "Oh, you wouldn't happen to be Captain America, would you?" And not to mention having his boots on under. Not to mention having his boots on under his shoes, and his hood pulled down under his shirt as well. But these were the old days. These were the old days when you had to believe that the Flash kept his entire costume in a signet ring on his finger. Yes. The shield, obviously, also goes on his glove. It's quite difficult to do whilst looking through a screen. So this might not work. Aha, there you go. Obviously there's a handle on it that you can put into one of the gripping hands as well. So it's impossible to put the shield on upside down. But it does look like Chris Evans, doesn't it? I don't actually know whether it's meant to or not, but it does look like him. Strangely, the spare head doesn't look like him. Why are you going out of focus again? There we go. Well, that's rather splendid, isn't it? Steady on. You'll be giving the impression you know what you're doing. We can't have that. But that face sculpt is rather splendid, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, that's really small. That whole head is about 3/4 of an inch. And it's very, very nicely done, isn't it? You must admit. So, very, very poseable. Very, very well made. He also has a spare pouch. He has a knife that fits into his boot. And it's just incredible. The quality of it is incredible. You get it out of the box and think, wow. You really feel like you're getting a high quality item for your book. This isn't an ordinary action figure. It makes something like Marvel Legends look like a Stone Age carving. So this is one for the collectors. It's one for serious collectors. It's not for children, but it is a work of art and highly poseable and recommended. So thank you all. This isn't mine as usual. I'm always reviewing other people's toys. One day, but I would recommend this to any Captain America fan. It's, I would say, the best Captain America figure ever made. So there. Take care. Speak to you soon. Goodbye.